well, I guess I really am gonna have to avoid the people. I like to aim for a nice 4th through 8th place finish, so that people don't bother me when I'm getting my challenges done, opening my chests and whatnot. Let's go in Boss Marine. Avoiding the people is a great way to not get killed by them and to not have them take my loot. Everyone wants to finish 1th in this. I'm not a fan of that myself. I think it's ostentatious, and it draws too much attention. So I like to go 4th through 8th, which means I need to avoid the people till we get down to about 5 or 6 players. Then it's time to go balls to the wall to make sure that I don't overshoot. I am very proud of my top 0.1%, I think, on Fortnite Tracker for average match length, and I can't let the people interfere with that. Now, one way to ensure that they interfere with it is to run at them, firing loud bullets. People always do that. I don't know why. All it does is it just annoys them, and makes them see where you are, and then shoot you. So I like to not do that till we get down to 5 or 6 players. Although sometimes I can't resist the urge to jump in a car and drive over them. I'm going to be landing here, far from the line. I like to go far from the line and deep into the line. Right here, it's not as deep in the line as it could be, but it is good and far. And it's still more than halfway. So probably a lot of people will be off by the time I jump. They won't be following me, as they want to jump down on the ground, jump in front of a bullet. Actually, it's still 100 players so far. This is a shockingly high number. Usually this number is down to about 70 or 80 by now. I think 0 builds is... there's too many pros in it these days. I remember back when this first came out, I was trouncing everyone because I've always played BR as a no builds game. So I was in my element. But I think people may have caught on that 0 builds is the true way to play. Now it's too crowded. No one comes here anymore. Okay, so I need to bust through a door. I need to pick up chests and not die. Toilet water, says Zongler. Toilet water. I got my mom saying lower decker. I was telling her about the cat problems that I've had here. And then she observed Ringo having done something and came up and told me, Ringo took a lower decker down there. Okay. I did see an asshole coming somewhere nearby, but not coming to where I'm going. That's good. I get this white pistol all to myself. These minis. I'll cower over here and drink some minis. Looking at that axe. It's not a real axe. I can't have that and hit people with it, which is just as well because axes are lame. If I'm going to have a melee, I want it to be a sword. Better yet, a scythe, but I don't think this game's advanced enough to have those yet. Well, you gotta pay for those. This is just a free demo. Why am I breaking that? Fixed issue where trap vulnerable mini-bosses were not taking damage from traps. Was that happening? I didn't see that, but that sounds like a problem. Hey, there's that challenge done. There's one of my chests. Jelly Angler. Not going to do Jelly Angler. This one sucks. So you can't really use that fishing rod to fish anywhere like it says. You still have to go to water. Alright, I'm going to close that door because I'm a courteous house guest. Lose the pistol since I got the SMG. Those are the same bullets. Probably eat the half pot. and see what this chicken rugby player has to offer. Bandages. And an egg launcher. Now, that seems a little dark for a chicken to be giving me something that destroys eggs. They also fixed the install message that would pop up every time. Oh, thank God. That was getting real old. I've already got the Havoc suppressed AR. Don't need to use the chugs, but I'll keep the chugs over the minis. And I will reluctantly keep the bandages for now. There's another chest. Now, does breaking the chest count as searching it? Maybe not. That's kind of dumb that you gotta manually do it. Oh. Uh-oh. That's an asshole. You got us an asshole. And I've been making a mess. You might know I'm here. Luckily, I can't be seen. This skin is very stealthy. Okay. Okay. I need to make my way to this part of the map, which I can uncover. And I will get supercharged. And then sneak over here. Close that door. I was raising a barn. Leaving doors open. That costs money. That costs money. Indeed. Indeed. You know, that heat's not free. Too many kids playing this game. That's the problem. They don't know the value of $1. They think heat just comes for free. Nope. Not only does it cost money, it costs the environment. If one farts, does it not provide heat? Technically, no. I mean, the only heat in a fart is the heat that comes there from your body heat, right? So that heat was there. Well, I mean, I guess releasing it from your body does sort of spread it around the room, but you're not creating heat. It's going in an appropriate way. Now, technically, a lot of home heating solutions don't create heat either. Heat pumps, they just move the heat. Do I keep 15 bandages? Do I take the tactical pistol? What do I take this over? The Havoc suppressed AR. The DMR is already medium bullets. I think I do this. Tackling important subjects. Yes. Yes. Some of the many informative conversation starters that you can find over there at the Onglar Smash Gaming.youtube/com. Okay, down to 64 players. I need to outlast 56 to make it to the winner's circle. Occasionally, you may experience the sensation of hot farts. Now, that's something that you experience after you go to Taco Bell, right? Game time grants a pizza party and some chug splash. What does this do? Do I want this to happen? What the hell's pizza party? I guess I want this to happen. Let's do it. And I take the pizza over the bandages, I guess. I don't know what this pizza thing does. The hot farts. Feeling that the air passed during a fart is warmer than normal. The temperature of your toots is typically the same, but a few factors can make them feel warmer than normal. It's Taco Bell, isn't it? It's the jalapeno that you're feeling, not actual heat. It is? I knew it. Now, could it also be Del Taco? You asked a question needs answer. What if you light up the fart? True. Now a fart, it's good methane in there. You could burn that. So a hot fart could also mean that someone's just holding a match by your ass. Gonna hide here inside this pile of leaves while do I want to enjoy pizza? I like that it plays the pizza music. Briefly. If I shoot the pizza, does it play the whole pizza music? This might be worth doing, just for that. So disappointing to not hear the whole thing. Okay, where do I go? I need to go inside the circle. Maybe down here. That is another gray area I can uncover. Down to 49 players. I need to outlast 41 to make it to the winner circle. And my augment now... munition slide, I guess. They really want me to have this jelly angler. I do not want it. It's a bad one. Because I learned that that means you can only catch jellyfish with any rod, not just... even if you get rid of the crappy one they give you. Oh, a chest. And this building's open. Some asshole's been here, but didn't open the chest, which means it was probably bought, right? Or they're hiding right here and trying to lure me in. The heavy sniper or the DMR? Ooh. No, I take the heavy sniper over the SMG, I think. Right? The SMG's not as good as the tac pistol, is it? 26 times about 7, or this is 17 times 13. That's almost 200, and this is... this could be better DPS. Reload time... Rate 6.8, fire rate 13. Okay, we'll lose the SMG. Take the heavy sniper. What the? What the? 2 people out there. No, that's one person I'm seeing through 2 different windows. Shit. Okay, well, I've been spotted. Oh my god. I thought that person would never leave. Do I want the egg launcher too? No, I think it's time for pizza party. Let's see what this does. I can't eat anymore? Why not? Oh, because that's health. Nice kill. Well, I try not to commit any violence in this game, but sometimes the people, I mean, they were coming right for me. You all saw that. That was self-defense. Alright, that one's not going to count as one of my chests, I guess, but so be it. Cobra DMR. No, I got I like this one. And the egg launcher, I can take the egg launcher now. I don't need the fish, so I got chugs. Okay. I still have my mark. I need to go over there. Anything good in the slap truck? Probably just slap juice, right? But that makes me run or something. Maybe it could be useful right now. Need to outlast 3 more opponents to get this daily quest done. And then another 12 to make it to the winner's circle. A total of 15. Get me both. That is a worse version of the gun I have. Don't need that. Mark, still very far away. You're reading something the other day and it sparked a question in your head in an appropriate way. If it's personal, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Okay, fire away. I was afraid that that bird was a person down there, but no, it's still a bird. And a truck. Okay, so I've got supercharged, which means I can drive the truck as far as I want to. Unlimited miles. There's a chest up there. Can I get that? Can I get that? Does my wife call me her wife now? That's a good question, actually. I don't know. She's never said it in front of me. Interesting, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's been a while since I've looked at my marriage certificate, although actually I think it's in the other room. So, shit, son of a bitch. I just, no, I'm just here to get a chest. I can't even get the chest. These people. Savages. This game, so rude. I was in the middle of answering a question. They're like, no, that's secret information. I guess I can go spouse. Yeah, I don't know. It always seems I don't like it. What the fuck? Oh my god! Look, is there nowhere that's safe? These monsters. Oh god. Oh, the crotch rocket was not a good choice. This thing is not good off the road, but very good on the road, I hope. Yeah, I don't like it when people talk about they use these gender-neutral words when they don't really mean something gender-neutral, like... People that'll they'll talk about their partner, because they feel it's, like, exclusionary or something to say you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I thought one time there was someone who I worked with who I had only heard talking about his partner, and so I assumed he was gay. And then it turned out he wasn't. A long time later, I heard him talking about dating dating a girl, breaking up with a girl or something. Then I realized he must have just been saying that to, well, I guess he could have been bi, but probably he was just saying that because he thought it was the professional, non-exclusionary thing to say. For some reason, I don't know why. People think that way. I don't know why. Why do people think away? That's a pretty skilled little motorcycle here, able to stand up on its own. Most motorcycles would have fallen over when that happened. Ooh, we're down to 8 players, so I'm in the winner's circle. Technically a winner. The game is mine to lose. Maybe the partner is trans and he just started feeling comfortable saying it was a girl. Well... that seems like a weird kind of relationship if you're dating someone trans and you're not comfortable calling them what they probably want to be called. Although I guess it's possible that what they wanted to be called also evolved over time. But I suspect... well, now you put all kinds of thoughts in my head. I don't know. I guess I could have been it. Down to 6 players. Oh shit, time to go balls to the wall. Do I heavy snipe? Heavily snipe? Maybe he identified as a gay man and felt weird. Maybe. Maybe. I thought I understood what was happening in this situation, and that has totally changed. Now I don't know anything. I can use the sword to go places, right? Can I go up with the sword? Yes, I can. Oh, look at that. Okay. Did they add anything to save the world? I don't know. So far, I've just been playing BR. I'm getting warmed up. Down to 4 players. Oh, shit. Okay, I really need to find a friendo to help me go on 4th. Otherwise, I'm going to overshoot. We cannot have that. Friendos? Where you at? Friendos? That's good and loud. What, did I get it? Did I get an achievement just for shooting the heavy sniper at nothing? Where's my friends? Why won't someone help me go on 4th? I'm going to overshoot, and this is going to be yet another tragedy. Could have been averted. Teamwork. I mean, not the bad kind of teamwork, but the good kind. Wait, there's an asshole. I hear an asshole. I hear so many of them. Why don't I have any friends who will help me go out? I just want to go out in 4th. Why can't I go on 4th? Why do I never get to do it? Oh. I came this close to having to die alone. Thankfully, I had a friend to comfort me in my last moments. Thank you. Thank you. Whoever this person's name is. Well, I unlocked the pizza emote. Let's have a look at the, not emote, the pizza augment. Let's have a look at these match stats. I took 3 lives, sadly, which will cancel out the 3 survivors that I rescued. You can never get those lives back. 33% accuracy. I'd like to see that up around at least 99 to 100%. 657 damage to players, again, a tragedy. 5 headshots, traveled 4 kilometers, that's good. I like to see this normally up around 3,500 to 4,500 or so. As with the damage to structures, 3,000, now that's a little bit light, but still pretty good. Damage taken 526, heroic. Well done myself. Pistol expert, pistol specialist, loot collector, 5 chests. I needed 7. I don't think I got a 7. Augment specialist. Now, why is there even an achievement for this? All you have to do to activate augments is not die and then push the button when it pops up on the screen. I guess some people can't do that. Well, enough of this brutish nonsense. Let's get back to the Thinking Girls Fortnite.